This is the story of Amara, beautiful, humble, and full of grace, even when life gave her nothing but sorrow. Her story didn't end in pain. It started from it. Stay with me as we begin Amara's grace.
The sun was setting gently behind the hills of Igbo village, casting a soft golden light through the window of the small hut. Inside, 12-year-old Amara sat beside her mother's mat, her small fingers wrapped tightly around her mother's frail hand. "Mama," she whispered, eyes filled with fear. "Please don't leave me." Her mother, weak but peaceful, managed a faint smile. "My sweet Amara, never lose your kindness. That is your strength." Tears rolled down Amara's cheeks as she nodded. Her mother closed her eyes with a soft sigh, her spirit leaving quietly, like a leaf carried by the wind. Amara sat still. The world, in that moment, fell silent. Barely 6 months after her mother's death, Amara's father remarried. The woman's name was Aunty Korra. At the village wedding, drums beat and people danced. But Amara stood in a quiet corner, her eyes searching for something familiar. She saw Korra smile at the guests, but when their eyes met, that smile melted into a cold stare. Amara felt a chill in her chest. Behind closed doors, the sweetness disappeared. Korra began to assign her the hardest chores and often called her useless orphan. Her father, busy with work and trusting Korra, saw only the woman's charm, not the cruelty beneath. Amara was just 20 when the second great loss struck. Her father fell ill and passed within weeks. The entire village mourned, but Korra's eyes remained dry. At the burial, Amara stood beside the grave, her head bowed and her lips trembling with silent prayer. She could feel her world becoming smaller, emptier. When the mourners left, Aunty Korra's voice grew colder. "You are no longer a child," she said sharply. "You'll be married soon." Weeks later, Korra brought a stranger to the compound. His name was Obiora. He wore worn clothes and dusty sandals, and his face was gentle, but unreadable. "This is your husband," Korra declared. "You'll marry him next week." Amara lowered her eyes and nodded. She had no one left to protect her. She did not resist. She did not cry. On the wedding day, no music played. Only a quiet gathering of elders and neighbors. Amara stood beside the stranger, her heart numb. But Obiora's eyes held a softness she had never seen before. It was barely dawn when Amara woke up to the rumble of a vehicle. Obiora knelt down beside her and gently tapped her. "Pack your things," he said softly. "We're going to the city." She blinked. "City?" But he said nothing more until they arrived. Hours later, the vehicle rolled into a quiet, beautiful part of town. Amara stepped out, and her jaw dropped. Before her stood a large house, elegant and shining under the sun. A tall gate, clean driveway, and a security man who greeted Obiora respectfully. "Is this your house?" she asked, dazed. Obiora smiled. "Yes, I'm not poor, Amara. I only disguised myself because I was looking for something rare. Goodness, humility, a real woman. I found all that in you." Tears filled her eyes. Not of sorrow, but of shock, relief, and joy. In the months that followed, Amara's life blossomed. She enrolled in school and soon after began organizing free weekend classes for young girls in their neighborhood. Women in the community admired her kindness. Children called her Aunty Amara. She walked with quiet grace, never forgetting her roots, never forgetting the pain that shaped her. Obiora supported her in everything. Their home was full of laughter, learning, and peace. What was meant to be her curse had turned out to be her greatest blessing. Back in the village, Aunty Korra was no longer the proud, strong woman she used to be. She had fallen ill, first a cough, then weakness. then days of not being able to stand. She had spent most of her money and had no one left to care for her. Neighbors avoided her, some whispering, "She treated that girl wickedly, and now, see." Korra lay on a thin mat, coughing painfully, staring at the roof. Regret burned in her chest, hotter than her fever. She remembered Amara's eyes, how she looked like her mother. She remembered every harsh word, every moment she had crushed that innocent girl's heart. Amara was arranging her bookshelf one afternoon when her phone rang. It was Mama Ifeoma, an old woman from the village. "My dear, it's about your stepmother. Korra is very sick. She's all alone. People say she may not last the week." Amara paused. Memories flashed before her eyes. The insults, the suffering, the nights she cried silently. But then, she remembered her mother's words, "Never lose your kindness." That evening, she sat with Obiora and told him everything. He listened quietly, then took her hand. "Let's go help her, not because she deserves it, but because you are better than what she gave you." Amara and Obiora arrived Ikuo Kiki 2 days later. People gathered at the sight of them, stunned by how beautiful and wealthy the once rejected girl had become. They found Aunty Korra lying on her bed, her frame now frail and almost unrecognizable. Amara knelt beside her quietly. Korra slowly opened her eyes. At the sight of Amara, she tried to sit up, tears spilling. "Amara, oh Amara," her voice cracked. "I was wicked to you. I destroyed your childhood. But you came back?" Amara placed a hand on her shoulder. "I came to forgive you, not because I forgot, but because I've healed. You are still family, Auntie." Korra broke down, sobbing loudly. "Forgive me, Amara. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." Amara helped her up slowly, embracing her gently. Amara arranged for Aunty Korra to be taken to the hospital in the city. Weeks passed. Aunty Korra regained strength slowly. She watched Amara care for her without bitterness or pride. One morning, Aunty Korra looked at Amara, eyes filled with tears. "You turned out more beautiful than I ever imagined, not just in face, but in soul." Amara smiled gently. "Pain didn't break me, Auntie. It built me." Outside, Obiora waited patiently, watching the two women from the porch. The sun rose high, casting a warm glow across the house. Peace had come, grace had spoken, and love had won.
From pain to peace. From rejection to royalty, Amara's life is proof that love and forgiveness can heal even the deepest wounds. Remember to like, comment and subscribe for more powerful stories. And remember, no matter where you come from, grace can find you.